Hey Jeremy, this is Jeremy with Toriar Digital Marketing. It's kind of cool we got the same name. Um, so this is the video that I promised you, showing what we do and how we do it. Uh, Now, your site, I had to do something a little bit differently than what I usually do in these videos. Usually I just go over three very basic aspects to help someone rank their site better. But those are people that are usually, at level one in SEO. You're like at level 100. Okay, you've already got a lot of stuff going on here. I'm on your site right now, and I hope to be able to give you some value in this video. So first thing I want to talk about is normally I talk about content, but like even though you don't have a whole lot of content on your homepage, you're still comparable to the other top listing directories out there as far as homepage content. However, um, what I'd like to do for your video is I'd like to do a side by side comparison with the top directory out there, which is Yelp. Okay, so this is Yelp's homepage. So looking at their content, as you can see, they've got it looks like a whole bunch of widgets in here that have like the reviews and stuff. Um, Different because they have a spot to give reviews on their site, and that's actually what a lot of people are looking at on Yelp. And something I noticed on your site, and this is just my personal opinion. Take it or leave it. But I think that this is kind of a little misleading where it says search for a pro now. And when I click it, it starts doing the call out thing from up here. And, when you get to the end of this, if it tries to force me to give my email, um, to give a call out, like I don't want, 20 plumbers calling me when I put in my information there. That's what a lot of places do. When you start putting your email, they'll have like I used to do. I used to look for a house and would like look for like a mortgage lender, and I put my information into somewhere like Lending Tree or something like that, and then I'd have like 20 brokers calling me. So I don't do that anymore, and I know a lot of people feel the same way as I do. Um, so that right there to me is a little misleading, and it may actually be losing you people searching for a pro. So that's my first criticism, if you will. So let's go ahead and keep going with your side by side comparison here. This video may be a little bit longer than 8 minutes because like I really want to dive deep into this and see what we can find out. So as you like, we talked about the content here. They've got like some widgets showing their reviews, and like with here, search for a pro now. Like I want to see the reviews of these pros before they start calling me. And let's look at your on-site SEO compared to theirs. So your on-site SEO, you got a decent meta description. It looks like it could be a little bit longer because I think that they allow like up to 160 characters for a meta description. So so it looks like you're like somewhere around 130, 140. So if you want to put a little bit more in there, that's fine. Um, so this says you have 202 backlinks. That's not quite correct. Maybe that's just active backlinks. I don't know. I don't know where they get their backlink information from. I don't usually use this one for backlinks. Installation, repair, cleaning service pros, same day, next initiate. See for this two word, like I noticed you were like you're shooting for a lot of ranking in that near me category. I would make sure that that near me is in these two word phrases. So let's look at Yelp real quick. Oops, go back to their page info. Um, so let's go look at Yelp real quick. So um, they've got, it's showing them having 45 million. And see, they have things like search, send, reviews, um, and they also have the city name of the city that I'm in because that's what the browser is telling them when I go to their location. So when your site originally asks, "Can we know your location?" It should automatically do like a thing to show that have Indianapolis in the site, and that way it shows up in the search engines that way. That's one of the things Yelp is doing. That's helping them rank in local cities. Let's look at another tool here. So this right here is Majestic. It's a tool that it measures your trust flow and your citation flow. And in this case, when they're talking about citations, they're talking about your backlinks. So you've actually got a pretty good backlink profile here, and your ratio here, which is actually really important, is actually really close to each other. So that's actually really good. Your numbers aren't super high, but that's, sometimes that takes a little bit of time, and sometimes it just needs the right backlinks to get you higher. You need backlinks that have those higher ratings to get you the higher rating yourself. That's kind of how this works. So let's look at Yelp. Yeah, you see how their ratio is really high. They have a really high trust flow. What in the world? That's interesting. Um, but so like they have a good ratio as well, and as you can see, they're getting as many more backlinks than you have total. Fresh within within the last 7 updates. So look at another tool here real quick, which is Ahrefs. This site buys data from Google. It shows you're getting just over 6,000 organic traffic every month, which is great. Okay, you actually just raised it up by 2,000. Your Ahrefs rank is raising. You're at 7.5 million roughly. So and it looks like you basically just started, at least in your backlink profile, back in 2015. So you've got 5 years that you've been, and you really like hit your peak right here in right there in the end of 16, it looks like, and you've been kind of steady since then. You haven't been raising any. You really want this to kind of like slowly be raising. That looks really good to Google, and that'll help with that trust rating. So, and let's see what your do follow. Your do follow and no follow percentage is great. So you're doing a good job there. You just need to you need to keep these going like constantly. Like no matter how good your site is, you need these to keep going up on a constant basis. So let's go ahead and take a look at your competitor here, Yelp. And as you can see, these numbers are super high too, and their Ahrefs rank is ridiculously high. I've never seen anything in the under 100 before, other than Google themselves. So and they've got so many keywords and so much traffic that this site can't even compile it. But as you can see, their graph here, they're raising, 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 and they only, back in 13, they had 200,000, and they've quadrupled that in the last 5 years. So so as you can see, they're constantly going out and getting more and more backlinks. Some of those may be just coming in through them to them naturally, because after you get to a certain strength, your backlinks just start coming in for you naturally, because people just start linking to you because you get that brand recognition. So one other thing I want to look at real quick is, and I actually had already looked at this before I did this video. So is your keyword strength, okay? So there's actually, and I'm seeing where you're getting some of this traffic from, because I'm gonna sort this by position real quick. You're on the first page of a lot of keywords, which you're number one on Google for a lot of keywords. But as you can see, the volume of these keywords, 50, 100, there's a 200 one, 50, 100, 50, 100, 60, 60, 50. Okay, so a lot of these, and you drop off from number one right here. Okay, So the highest volume you're getting for the number one keyword is 200 for local welders. Okay, that's not a terrible amount, but like, let's look at the volume of all the keywords you have. Okay, so plumbers near me is 183,000, and you're right there on the second page. Okay, like look at plumbers near me, and plumber near me. That's 300,000 right there alone that you're on the second page for. Okay, you're getting 88 from this one, and you're getting 36 from this one. But you could be getting 150,000 and 100,000 from this one, just by being in the top three results. Okay, so that's what we want to, it seems like that's what our goal is. Something else that I think is our goal is you want pros to claim their listing on your site. You want the pros to get on there, and you want the pros to kind of link back to you. Hey, check us out. Check out our reviews on Same Day Pros. You get those pros linking back to you that have good metrics on their site, your backlinks are going to explode. And I think that's basically how Yelp did it. So I know this video ran a little long, but you're a unique, uh, I guess the word is lead. Um, you're a unique business, and like I said, you're already doing a lot of things right. I think just a few tweaks, actually probably more than a few. There's actually going to need to be some things done here to really get you ranking well for these high volume keywords. Um, but it can be done. So if this is something that if you've already, I'm sure you've already got some companies working on some of this stuff for you. So so if you want to pass this information on to them and think that they can help you with this, great. If you want to do it yourself, that's fine too. But if you want to give us a try and let us help you, uh, just email back the email that I sent this video to you on, or you can give us a call at 317-961-3757. Have a great day.